bitch, I'm not putting that on. Some pedophile once offered me a welding job when I was at gas station.
Oh, I remember that.
It's like, you seem like an angelic boy. I'll offer you a job. Why don't you give me a call? I'm like, yeah, I'd get raped.
Yeah, it looks good.
Bellmouth. RV6 boys, catless. Fucking sucks.
Yeah, it looks so clean.
Hey guys, step 1. To installing a downpipe. Mine's the RV6, so yeah. But first thing you gotta do is remove your windshield wipers. And then you have these little clips here. You can kind of remove them by hand, but we just used a knife for the first one, so we'll use the second one. So, in this case, my windshield wipers are wet, so I'm just gonna... This little, like, little bulb kind of clip here, over here, so you just use a knife and do that. Like, all around. That's all it takes. Looks like that. So, forgot to mention this, but before you want to take these windshield wipers off, you should probably mark them with chalk. Just the surrounding area, just to know where they are exactly, so when you want to put them back on, you don't screw it up or anything.
So basically there's like this small little, like, kind of like cap. All you gotta do is, there's kind of like a handle right here. You just kind of like put some force up and just pop it off. It's really easy. So that's kind of harder because you don't have that much control over it, but yeah, it just pops right off. And then you can easily just use any nut, and just unscrew it.
17, so next step, 17 millimeter, and you just remove the little bolt over here. Do it on both sides and you're fine. So you got a few of these clips here. You got one here, one in the middle, one on the side. I think there's a few more, I'm not too sure. But basically you're gonna start taking them off. You just use a flathead. You can use a tiny one like this. Basically, they're really easy to break, so you gotta go under them real quick, real easy. Go around if you can. Take your time with these. Don't really rush into it. You're gonna scratch a little bit, but it's okay. Yeah, over here. And it just comes off once you take the clip off over here. So same thing on that side, and yeah.
Go. So yeah, you just pop it off. It comes off really easily. This clip right here, you gotta make sure that when it's in here like this, basically when you're popping it off, make sure you don't pull sideways, make sure you try to pull up. There's this kind of like hidden clip right there. That's gonna give you a lot of issue. And then you gotta take this clip off along with the other side as well. And then it should...
Same thing. Try not to drop it in the engine bay like I did. So just to review, all the clips, we got one clip on this side right over here. We got one right in the middle. And then we got one on that side. And then there's two covers right over here that we showed you. It just takes off by just pulling them. And then you got two more clips over here. One over here, which is lower. They're like tiny clips.
And there's one right here.
And then basically after that, this whole thing just comes off. And you're done with the cowl. Now one more thing. Okay. One more thing. The whole cowl here is attached to a windshield wiper mechanism. Yeah. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have to take that down, hold that up. And you can either detach it, which I'm not gonna do because there's no point. All you gotta do is just leave it hanging on the side gently. Shouldn't get in your way. And you're kind of blessed then. Okay.
So after you take the cowl off, you have to take off this heat shield right here. So what's holding it on is, well, it's directly mirrored on the other side, but you have these 3 bolts right here. And then you have one hidden all the way in there. If you're just looking at it from here, you're not really gonna notice it. But it's very important that you take it off, or else the entire thing will stay on and you're gonna look really foolish trying to take it off. So similarly, it's mirrored on the other side because it's symmetrical. There's 3 right there, and then there's 1 down in there. So basically now you have to take off the O2 sensor, which Riaz is trying to do right now.
Yeah, sure. So basically, this O2 is clipped in 2 ways. So it's kind of hard to explain, but right over here, when it's plugged in, you'll see a clip. You gotta push that in, and it'll come out with 2 wires over here, and there'll be a clip over here. Push that down, and take it. It's just your regular O2. Shouldn't be anything difficult to get in. Just flash a light, and you'll be good. O2 socket. It's pretty cool, just so the wire can get over here.
So what we're gonna do is simply just put that on there,
Bless up with
like he's doing right now, and then unscrew it. Yeah.
Okay, so now that we have the O2 sensor out, just make sure you place it like somewhere safe. You don't wanna like damage this thing or get any like water in there. It's actually the sensor itself, so just keep it safe, you know?
We basically loosening the downpipe itself, and then yeah, use a 12mm socket.
They're up and right behind
It's very hard to see.
here.
Well, let me flash a. Does that make it better?
So that one right there, and then there's another one right there if you see it. You gotta get those off.
Right over there. You see that? Right there.
So we're fortunate enough to actually have a jack. A hoist. He's right. But yeah, just next step, just lift the car up. Yeah.
A fat Big Mac in honor of my boy.
You need a back of me left hand.
98 years, man. You're good? Man passed away, the owner,
Yeah.
the creator of the Big Mac. So we're gonna go honor him and have me a fat ass Big Mac. I guess you should also do the same too. If you guys don't have access to a hoist like this, just jack it up as high as you can, slide in from the front, you know, back first, and make sure it's properly secure. Don't kill yourself. We're not responsible for anything you do if you harm yourself.
Or your car.
Yeah, or your car. And just go into there and you should be able to fit your hands through.
Side
the
lifestyle,
lever and
bitch.
everything. You know what coil it's like.
Alright, so next up we have to basically take the
The bottom screws out of the downpipe. So as you can see, that the most silver screw right there in the middle of the, right at the corner of the downpipe, you'll see it. Let me see if I can point it out. Right there. That screw right there, you gotta take that out with a 12. There's one on each side, not too hard to see. And just take it up from there.
So yeah, that's our next step.
Someone
Let's
hold
have a
it.
sleepover under this car.
Oh,
Dude, you do realize that like the field of view is so big.
Yeah?
It's like
Just gets the tip.
yeah, it's only gonna get the tip. Also have to take out the secondary O2 sensor.
By the catalytic converter right here. Make sure you do that first before taking anything out. You can use a breaker bar, and you have to use the O2 sensor.
your boy here didn't have W40, so I used brake cleaner to spray the hanger over here, just so I can get the downpipe hanger itself off from this piece of shit right over here.
So what are we doing right now?
My car's mad at you.
What are we doing right now?
Car.
Taking off, what bolt is this for?
Oh, my fucking cat.
For the cat.
Where's some protecting gloves for this shit? 'Cause it fucking hurt my hand.
So we're trying to take off take off the protector cover for the cat. That's what he's doing right now.
Oh, fuck.
And yeah.
The hardest part is taking this off, and that's when we get that downpipe off, and then we slap the new one on, that's it.
Your first piece of cat. Finally got some of these tedious pieces of bullshit right here. Once I get this out, it should be a breeze. But yeah, I kind of warped it, as you can see, because of all the tension. If you see that it's like, sorry dude, it's kind of warped, but you don't want to need this again because your cat is all lit. Yeah, you see that shit right there. So we're just taking the last bolt out of the manifold that bolts into the manifold, the block itself. Because we can't really access the bottom right side, there's 4 bolts. The bottom right of the manifold, you cannot reach from down there, so you have to do it from the top. Good luck just now.
Just sand nigga.
Have it? There we are. Downpipe's fully out. It's a bit warm. Do you have those bolts that go from the bottom? There's, no.
And yeah.
Remember,
then
righty tighty, lefty.
Then we're pretty much done. They're getting really tired of holding it.
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
It's 2 2 in the morning. We're just chilling.
Yeah, don't worry. The other one will have to be done.
Yeah,
to the other
after
one from
this,
the
it's
top,
just you
remember?
put 2 bolts in.
Just, screw this one in.
Exactly where you took the old one off, and then
Yo,
you have to
my
just
salsa,
connect the
12mm
other tip
ratchet,
to your
small.
catback, and you're good.
And put it on tight.
And we actually have no idea. We have absolutely no clue what we're doing. We're just kind of going with the flow. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
We're just
12 milli.
You're a ratchet, you fucking dickhead.
With the,
Yeah,
with the 12?
So they attach the cat. The only thing we gotta do now is we have to lower the car. We have to attach the O2 sensor back on, and then we have to put the 3 bolts that hold it
Into the block.
towards the block.
Of the block, aka engine. In case y'all fools didn't know that.
So yeah, we put the wipers back on. Literally the reverse of what we did in the first place. Whip up the chalk, and we're done.
Alright, 1, 2, 3. Is that a leak? Is that a leak right here?
Bro, I should have left it. Imagine if he just went to church and he saw that.
Pasta. I think you need the O2 sensor thingy.